Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dennis Fortson. I am a senior this year, and I am also a member of the Kappa Sigma chapter of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. While some people may think that I'm just a happy man with his tongue out most of the time and just always thinking about grilling and eating chicken, I am more than what meets the eye. I specialize in cooking and writing. My obsession with cooking came simply because of the fact of just being around my mother and my father throughout the years and always making sure to, eat as much as I could around them and also pick up as much as I can around them as well. But where I specialize at this with this is with the membership of my fraternity as well. I also love writing. My writing was always something that I felt as a different language for me to be able to cope into, and I always fell in love with it. Lane is something that I truly, truly love, not only because of the struggles that I've been through at this place, but also the things that I had to overcome. So, if anything, that is me. I have my guest today with me, the lovely Sarai, and I also have the lovely Naya with me as well. So today we'll be talking about relationships and just, college in general,
Dennis, you don't want me to get into this now.
I should have warned y'all it was going to be spicy today, but at the end of the day, I just wanted to let y'all know.
Of course it's going to be spicy. It's with a dog.
Right.
Okay, all right. I got you. I understand that, it might be a tad bit biased, especially with me and, the activities of, the fraternity that I am in. But for our first question, what do you believe is one of the best things about love? What do y'all love about love?
The beginning.
Right, the beginning.
Because, okay, I'm only saying the beginning just like this because the beginning is called the honeymoon stage. No matter how long a person's honeymoon stage lasts, it's always in the beginning of the relationship. So like you be on this real high rise and can't nobody tell you nothing about your man or your girlfriend or your wife or your babe, your boo. That's your bookie butt. But then once they get to falling down and you start to see the things that other people have said about them and you try to ignore because at the end of the day, that's your boo, that's your babe, that's your man, that's your wife.
Agreed.
I don't know, it's just a little scary. But I do love the honeymoon stage. The honeymoon stage always keep a person on a high pedestal. But at the end, sometimes, because I got to see this, sometimes towards the end or the best stages of the relationship, when you getting ready to, you done got past all your person's discrepancies and all your person, bad attributes, they're not bad, they're flaws, because nothing about your person is bad to you. But once you done got past their flaws and you didn't communicate, y'all done learn how to communicate with each other, then now that right there, that's when the love really kick in.
Okay, so we did go over the fact that yes, I am a dog. Since I want to put that out there and put that out there.
I mean, you put that out there first.
And I'm a man who has, I've went through those years of progressiveness, but I've also had moments where I have came through things, and I've also had to learn trials and tribulations as well. And I love what you said about flaws, which is weird because it leads into my next question. My next question is, would you be able to love somebody, especially if you knew them?
Let me do this one.
Go ahead, big dog, you got it.
So, yes, it is. Well, personally, me, I can love someone through the good times, the bad times, whether you say that you hate me or whether you say that you don't. That's love to me. Love is sacrifice. And when you feel like you can fight for something that you love, then anything is possible, right?
Yeah, but sometimes fighting for the wrong thing, you shouldn't. Sometimes you fight for something you feel like is love when really it's just lust.
Right.
True.
Sometimes you're fighting for something that is no longer able to be built. There's no longer a home there.
Yep, because you have to make sure that you have a stable foundation.
A stable foundation is everything.
Right.
If in the beginning the person starts off lying, how can you even say that there were a foundation anywhere?
Exactly. And it be scary because at the end of the day, the first thing that you want to build with somebody is trust. You know, and if you don't have that sense of trust, and that's not built on the foundation that your relationship is built upon, how can you be able to grow in any other possible way? You know, and I love what y'all give me so far. I just want to say
I saw this picture, when you just said something about trust, I saw this picture,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a sandcastle. And the sandcastle had trust written in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw this wave. And mind you, this is a picture.
Wow.
The wave says lies. That's what the wave reads at the top of the wave. It says lies. And then right here is a sandcastle. What do y'all think is going to happen to that sandcastle once that wave drop up on that? How do y'all think that's going to be rebuilt? Is it easy to rebuild right there? No, because the sand is wet. How does the sand get built back up into this original beautiful little castle
When it's already wet.
when it's wet and it's drowned out by these lies?
That's crazy.
And that's scary too, because
That.
she did. Hey, she did. But I love that because you got to think about so many different relationships, especially around our age group now. Everything nowadays is so infatuated with the idea of lust, with the idea of, okay, I have to reveal something, or I have to give something to have somebody come back to love me. And that's real interesting to me. And, you know, with that being a major issue, what are some other issues that you guys see, especially in the modern dating world, especially around like our age group?
You want to go first or you want me to go?
I'll go first because your list is longer than mine. One thing that I feel like is an issue in our dating world right now is listening to outside people. Especially on our college campus. Our college campus is small. There is less than 1,000 people that go here. So with us having friends and us trying to like also be in relationships and have, you know, whatever we got going on and listening to other people outside of the partner that you're talking to at the time, it's hard, especially because you don't know whether or not to trust this person or not. And like y'all said, trust is the first foundation to build in a relationship. On top of that is communication. And if you don't communicate, then what's the point? Like, what are you doing at that point? You're not communicating with me about, you know, not even about like where you're going and what's going on during the day, but how are you feeling? How are you doing mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually?
How can I make you better?
Exactly. How can we build together?
What are we building?
What are we building? These are the questions that you ask.
How far do you see us going? Come back to that. Because what people don't understand, I ain't mean to cut you off, but like,
No, it's cool.
it goes straight into one of the things on my list. What people don't understand is, back in the day, I wasn't even out. I wasn't even thought of. But back in the day, my grandparents and the people around us, they dated for longevity. They dated for something that would be built into a home. Nowadays, people dating just to say, "Oh yeah, I had that person," or "Oh yeah, I experienced that already." No, we're supposed to be out here dating for
A
future where we know that we'll have a family eventually, or we know that we're building our home, a home that we probably didn't all have.
It comes to the question of, is you out here for an experience or is you out here for a business to see? Like, that's the most craziest part about it, because at the end of the day, you can get a field, and a field can last for 5 minutes. 5 minutes ain't 30 years. It ain't 20, 30, 40.
It's 5 minutes.
Exactly.
It's exactly what it is. That's what's scary about
It's like a free trial.
Oh my God, she brought up my favorite thing. Me personally, when I'm talking to somebody, I give them a free trial. And once I'm done talking to them, I'm like, okay, well, your trial's up. You're dismissed. Because at the end of the day, I realize that I do not see a husband in you. I do not see myself building with you. If you don't see yourself building your own self, like if you don't see your own future, forget a future with me, but if you don't even see your own future, you have no future with me. Because before I came along, you had a life.
And if you can't love yourself,
How can you love me?
Alright. And long as we all on the same page.
Right.
Okay. So that leads me to we gonna have to wrap this line real quick. Hey.
because we gonna get
We will
into
be
it.
here all day. Alright, so just wrapping it up, and I love that last point too. Y'all just keep falling into my questions. That's crazy. So my last question for y'all is self-love important when it comes down to seeing yourself with someone?
Yes.
100%.
But why?
Because, like we just said, if you can't love yourself, you're not even going to try to love me. Let me say it like this. Let me put it in terms where everybody can understand. If I see you even a little bit disrespect your mother, I will no longer want to see you. I no longer want to conversate with you. Because if you'll disrespect your mother, you'll disrespect me. And if you'll disrespect me and your mother, then you have no respect for yourself. Because what about when your children come out? Say you have a daughter, you want somebody disrespecting her? She came out of you, she came from you. So that means you do not love yourself. Your mother pushed you out, you came from her.
Okay. I
Yeah.
love that. I see what you're saying.
She took the words right out of my mouth. I don't gotta say nothing else.
Okay. The reason why I was just simply asking is because, you have a lot of people out there who say that they love themselves or say that there's a self-love thing that they have for themselves, but when you go out into the lifestyles that they live, the people that they have, the relationships that they have, those behaviors that they say is love is not really truly like love. And sometimes you have to just be mindful because, at the end of the day, when you say that you are trying to be where we are, especially in college, and we're trying to go and do what we want, we trying to reach that calling in our lives, the things that we see ourselves trying to do, the last thing that you want is any type of limitations. You don't want anything that could be able to be a hindrance to you so that you can be able to get those goals. So I love what we've done today. I love everything that we have said and discussed. This is Den Talks with Dennis Sportson and with the lovely, lovely Naya and Sarai. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening.
Bye.
Bye.